Well, viewers, here we are back again. This is an episode of Contingency Reviews, a show where we never know what's quite going to happen because we don't know what car we're filming before it's provided for us on the day. This is a 2019 SsangYong Korando, complete with sat-nav lady, because I'm using Android Auto today because I need to know where I'm going. A 2019 SsangYong Korando 1.6 Pioneer four-wheel drive automatic, and unfortunately it's got a forbidden fuel engine. Normally, as you know, viewers, we don't talk about diesels on this channel. You may ask, viewers, why on earth are you driving another one of these C300 Korandos? You drove one last year on Tweed Jacket Reviews. It was the ultimate version, but also had a forbidden fuel engine in it. So why are you making the same mistake again? Well, I'm having my car serviced today at a local dealership in Coventry. I'm filming in the area. Lots of lovely episodes of sensible second-hand classics and sensible second-hand reviews as well, and no budget reviews. And so I need something to get around today to do the filming, and this is what the garage have given me, and I thought you might as well be interested in it because it is slightly different from the previous car. It's a much lower spec and it's more designed for people who either tow or go off-road than the Ultimate was. So the range starts at, I believe it's sort of £20,000 for the 1.5 petrol manual ELX, and then goes to the Ventura trim, which is the sort of mid-range one, the Pioneer, which I think is only available with this 1.6 engine and automatic gearbox, but it has things like the smaller 17-inch alloy wheels on it.
In a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Broadway North, A4148.
Thank you, sat-nav lady. 17-inch alloy wheels and a full-size spare wheel, which is amazing. Alloy too. Then there's the Ultimate. To be honest, when you've tasted the Ultimate, then nothing else is going to do, is it? It really isn't going to do. And I have, and it was dark blue with a beige leather interior, viewers. I do like a nice beige leather interior. And the forbidden fuel engine is just
In a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Birmingham Road, A34.
Oh, I'm going to have to go. The dealership's calling me. Excuse me. Well, viewers, it would appear that my car is ready for collection, so we shall make our way back to the dealership, remembering to put some fuel in and remembering to use the black pump. Never mind. Anyway, yes. Once you've tasted the Ultimate, nothing else is going to do. So I've just realised that I've exceeded 50 miles per gallon in my very short trip through the streets of Walsall, which is very good, viewers. That's not bad at all. Well, viewers, it's time to take a quick look around this 2019, or I think it's a 2019 Korando 1.6 Pioneer four-wheel drive automatic. Because I've done a full review on one of these already, the Ultimate that we had from Platinum SsangYong in Frome last summer, I don't need to really say an awful lot other than just point out the differences between this one and the Ultimate model. First of all, the colour's quite nice, but it doesn't compare with that dark blue, and the Pioneer spec is actually designed for people who either go off-road or tow. And so you've got these tall profile tyres with very just standard looking alloy wheels, which are 17-inch on this car. I think they're 19-inch on the Ultimate, and they're diamond cut as well. Another thing is as well, there's no electric tailgate in this. It's just a normal tailgate, which is fine. I don't think you need an electric tailgate in one of these. But the big difference is underneath here. The boot goes down from 550 to 307 litres because it's got a full-size alloy spare in the boot, which is absolutely amazing. I don't think the car costs $28.49. It'd be nice if it does, but it doesn't, I don't think. And we've got the reclining backrests that we would have seen before. You can adjust this boot floor in other models. The Ultimate just comes with a standard space saver, so you can put that down a bit and adjust that seat back if you want. Got rear parking sensors, of course, and a camera which is hiding just there. Getting into the back is incredibly easy. I don't know why, but the cap has come off this particular car, which is a bit of a shame. There's loads and loads and loads of space in it. Absolutely loads of space. Put your feet underneath the seats. I'm 5'11", but not that tall, but loads of space. Very comfortable. You can adjust the angle of the backrest. This fabric's a bit strange. It might be sort of waterproof or something. I'm not entirely sure. I think this is genuine leather as well, which is nice. The only thing I don't like is these slightly flimsy rear door handles, which are the same as on a Musso, and of course it's hard plastic at the top, which is a bit of a shame. But there is a bit of soft material here. There's soft material on there. Piano black. This is not my favourite. The Ultimate that I drove also had a beige leather interior, and I like a beige leather interior, viewers. I really do. Never mind. We've got nice armrests with some cup holders in there, and 12-volt socket. I can't remember exactly, but I think on an Ultimate you get rear USB ports. Oh, I'm child locked in, viewers. Hold on a moment. Right, I escaped my temporary secret mission documents. I think will fit in the glove box, which is absolutely utterly huge. Yeah, even going that way. Look at that. Going that way. Excellent. Also point out here, there's no electric seats in this particular trim. You can get them in. See, the Ultimate's got all sorts of stuff. Massive centre armrest as well, all kinds of storage in there. This being a 4-wheel drive model, it has the sport and winter modes and also an auto hold function. Hill descent control too. Heated seats, but not ventilated in this car. So if you get the Ultimate, they are ventilated. Massive amounts of door pocket storage. You can leave for 2 bottles if that's what you feel like, and all sorts of more piano black trim. Don't get keyless entry in this car, but I think the average person who buys the Pioneer trim doesn't want that. Instead, it wants an illuminated keyring, which this car does have. There we go. It's complaining at me already because I have put the key in and the door is open. Right, so I pressed the brake to start her up. We haven't got a lot of fuel in this one, and unfortunately it's a forbidden fuel version. And I've got all kinds of beeps and bongs that are going off at me. I will go and refuel in a bit, don't worry. The average fuel consumption on the journey that I've done today is about 49 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad for a big thing like this. I would personally prefer a normal handbrake and a manual gearbox, but you can't have everything, can you? Sometimes it's just turn that down so we don't get any copyright infringement. Actually, turn it off entirely. Mute. Good. Oh, and the screen has very kindly gone into this funny mode here. Oh, it's annoying. Turn off, turn off. So if you mute it, the screen turns off. That's interesting. I didn't notice that last time. So no sat nav in this car. I've put the radio on. I'll just use that to put it down to 0. There we go. It's better. Setup. It's just the sort of normal things that you sort of expect with the radio or the phone. That all sort of works as you'd expect. Let's go for the climate controls. Notice they're very, very easy to operate. There's the fan speed, air conditioning, direction of air wherever you want it. We'll have it on that now in a moment. And there's the temperature control. Learn well, Volkswagen and other manufacturers. Heated seats, but no ventilated seats. And some very large cup holders here. Oh, I like that air conditioning. Vents are a bit strange. I mean, if you want to open and close them, you have to sort of fiddle around with them like that. Right. Normal dials, of course, been the Pioneer. We don't get instruments in this particular one. I do like that, actually. Let's have a look under the bonnet as we're here. So here is the 1.6 forbidden fuel engine that's in this particular Korando. It's 136 horsepower in this particular car, and it's the same engine actually that's in the Tivoli. The pre-facelift Tivoli's had I think 113 horsepower. The post-facelifts have exactly this engine, 136 horsepower. It's got quite a bit of torque. It's not as much torque as the C300 previous generation Korando. It had a 2.2 litre engine with 178 horsepower, but it does feel very torquey in comparison with most of the cars I drive for some reason. It's relatively cramped in this car. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on here. There's obviously intercoolers and turbos and air conditioning and automatic transmission and things like that, but it's not too bad to work on for a modern car, I suppose. I mean, the major things are quite easy to get to. There's the coolant reservoir, for example. SsangYong, for some reason, use kind of glycol type coolant. This is blue stuff as opposed to the more common OAT red stuff that most people have, which is interesting. Anyway, I think it's time to get back on the road. Right, viewers, so we are on the way back to the dealership. For some reason my autofocus is totally wrong. Yes, problems. That's just the way it goes on the channel sometimes. If I just adjust that camera position slightly, it might focus a bit better, but no, not there. There we go. The mount's in the way, but that's just the way it goes on the channel. One of the things I like about this C300 Korando, and this is a C300 which was launched in 2019, are still present here. The effortlessness of the drive, it's just not really very strained at all. It feels really quite easy and reasonably refined, although I don't like the sort of forbidden fuel noises I'm getting, but that's no surprise really. The ride is remarkably compliant, particularly on these massive tyres with this big side profile, which is designed for, you know, going off-road and giving you a nice comfortable ride. I don't think the steering has different modes like it does in a Tivoli, which is a shame, although there are different driving modes for the automatic gearbox with the drive mode selector, but I'm just leaving it in whatever the standard mode is today, particularly as we're just, you know, driving down a sort of normal type of road and we don't need anything too special. So yes, it feels composed, it feels refined. I just wish I had the 1.5 petrol with 165 horsepower as opposed to this 1.6 forbidden fuel which has 136 horsepower. Yeah, unfortunately that's just what I've been given, and I'm very grateful to have this car to get me around today. Anyway, I think it's time for us to
In 300 yards,
come away from
use
this
the left lane to take the M6
bad
slip road to
autofocus,
M5.
but I think it's because the car's got loads of dead flies over windscreen, and for us to draw some conclusions about this particular trim level of the SsangYong Korando. So viewers, the 2019 SsangYong Korando 1.6 Pioneer 4-wheel drive automatic. Is this a car that you should consider? Well, I'm not so keen on this trim. I prefer the Ultimate with a beige leather interior and ventilated seats and all sorts of other things. I don't probably need the full-size alloy spare wheel that this car has, but I can understand why somebody would prefer not to have keyless entry, to have that full-size spare if they're towing or if they go off-road a lot. I don't personally need the four-wheel drive, but I can understand why some people might. I would prefer the 1.5 petrol with a manual gearbox and a conventional handbrake. Yes, that would be better. But yes, it's still got a lot of the features that I really liked about it. The spaciousness I like the way that this car drives, and I like the simplicity of a lot of the controls, which a lot of manufacturers insist on making unnecessarily complicated. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching this episode of Contingency Reviews, the series where we never know what's quite going to happen. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to click the notification bell to be informed of new video uploads. Like this video, leave a comment below. Social media links are down below, and I have a feeling we've got another episode of Contingency Reviews coming up soon as well.